Welcome back to the Dethroning Your Inner Critic YouTube channel. Today I'm talking to visionary people who want to make a difference in the world, but who feel miles away from living the fully manifested reality of their vision and dreams. I am psychotherapist and empowerment coach Joanna Kleinman. And today I want to talk about spiritual awakening as an essential part of creating your vision. Now, I know the idea of spiritual awakening can sometimes sound mystical or esoteric, but I want you to stay with me here because I believe that every visionary leader, regardless of their spiritual beliefs, goes through moments of profound transformation and self-discovery while they are building their vision. So let me start by making the term spiritual awakening more relatable. So regardless of your spiritual beliefs, or maybe lack thereof, you have likely experienced moments of profound self-discovery and realization in your life. Now, these moments are really akin to a spiritual awakening, even if you wouldn't necessarily use that terminology. A spiritual awakening is really about stepping back and seeing life with a whole, fresh, new perspective, almost like a sense of newfound awareness. So people who are building a vision are on a journey, and that journey mirrors a spiritual awakening because it is about constantly evolving. It is about facing your fears and embracing self-discovery. So I want to talk about how creating your vision and spiritual awakening actually intersect. So a spiritual awakening happens the moment that you can step back and awaken to some part of your life with a new sense of being in the world. So it is those moments when you step back and see yourself and your life, especially the journey to building your vision, through a whole new lens. Okay, because building your vision can never be just about profit or growth or success. It's a path, and each step of the path is self-discovery and transformation. So I can tell you, with each phase of growth in my business, I have experienced a whole new awakening. And sometimes that's been hard. The awakening is not always fun and easy, okay? But with every version of myself, I'm really stepping into a whole new self over and over and over. So I can honestly say, in the 7 years that I've been building this part of my business, I am literally a different human being than I was when I started. And that is because when you are building your vision, everything is a mirror that circles back to you, your desires, your preferences, your questions, your pain, your decisions, your fears, your doubts, your insecurities. You are the one in the driver's seat. So there's no faking it. There's no avoiding it. Okay. It's like climbing a mountain. Okay. So as you're climbing this mountain, you're really confronted with all of the ways that you try to avoid the pain as you're climbing the mountain. So all the distractions, the procrastinations, the self-doubt, the million details that you focus on instead of really focusing on just the essential things that you need to focus on to make your vision a reality. And that's why the journey is often exhausting and chaotic and overwhelming. And you might often find yourself investing a lot of effort, maybe even a lot of money, without the immediate rewards. And that's where it really takes grit. It takes a shift in mindset. And it takes a lot of self-compassion to keep going. And it breaks my heart when I talk to women. I talk to some men too, who have stopped building their vision because they think that the exhaustion and the chaos and the overwhelm and the lack of immediate rewards means this isn't working. Okay. And I can't stress enough that what feels like an uphill battle and a roller coaster of emotions is the very mirror that will transform every part of your life. Okay. And it is a roller coaster of emotions: pride, gratitude, exhaustion, energy, fulfillment, fear, self-doubt, excitement, anger, getting lost in the chaos. Okay. But here's the kicker. Okay. You can't avoid or outsource your personal growth. No matter how much support you have, you remain present to the very things that keep showing up over and over and over again that rob you of your peace and your fulfillment and your joy. And those mirrors are really responsible for your healing. Now, we all need healing. I don't care who you are. As human beings, we all need healing. We all take trauma from our past. It could be micro trauma, it could be macro trauma, but it's all trauma. And so if you are willing to use those mirrors for forwarding your personal transformation, your healing, that is exactly how you keep getting clearer and clearer and clearer. And that clarity is the very thing that sets the journey in front of you. Okay. So in essence, manifesting your vision is really an opportunity for self-evolution. Okay. It's not just about the work. It's about seeing the parts of yourself that you may have never encountered otherwise. And many people never look at those parts of themselves. Okay. Now, this might be the most important point. Your personal growth directly impacts the growth of your business or the growth of your vision. Right? So when you rise in various aspects of your life, having to do with this journey, what will happen is that other aspects of your life will also rise. Your relationships will transform. Your health, your presence, your authenticity. Okay. So as these things rise, your vision rises with you. It's a symbiotic relationship. And you probably heard the saying, how you do one thing is how you do all things. So when you start the journey, or you're on the journey to create your vision, and it's really an ongoing journey, okay? You lay it all on the line. And the world gets to witness how you approach that journey. Okay. No one else can climb your mountain. Your mountain is uniquely yours to climb. And what I see is that I've climbed probably about 10 different mountains. I'm on an ongoing journey of continuing to become the next version of myself. And building my business has been the catalyst for truly dismantling the old me. And that is because underneath building my vision is my passion about understanding how I operate, right? How I keep aiming for productivity with grace and kindness and empathy and authenticity and love. So that's really a requirement for me in building my vision. And I can tell you, I've come across people that have definitely built their visions. When you're building a vision and you are not on that parallel transformational journey, you might build your vision, but you will not have the life that you really want. You might have the success, you might have the money, you might have checked certain boxes, but inevitably what will suffer are the most important parts of your life: your relationship with other people, your relationship with yourself, your physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. And I've spent all these years bumping up against parts of myself that are not pretty. I've had to transform my relationship with money. I had to transform my ability to lead my team members who work for my company. I had to transform really understanding who I'm really meant for, right? I used to want to be for everyone because I do feel that everyone could benefit from dethroning their inner critic, but I'm not for everyone. I created the mind method to really empower visionary leaders who were driven by a passion to create a positive impact. And I created a step-by-step method so that you can overcome your deep subconscious core issues and heal old trauma and break free from the habits of thinking and behaviors that don't serve you, so that you can have a clear strategy and guidance and support to transform your vision into a tangible, life-changing reality. And that is exactly what a spiritual awakening is all about. So why do I claim that creating your vision is a spiritual awakening? And I think the answer to that is, it has to be. It is a beautiful journey of growth and self-discovery that enables you to connect with your blind spots. Now, a blind spot is something about yourself that you're not consciously aware of. It's there, but you can't see it. And that's the difference between visionary leaders that are committed to their personal transformation and other people who are just building a business, okay? Because every moment when you're faced with your fear, your overwhelm, your chaos, failure, rejection, not producing the results that you want, these are opportunities to step back and shine a spotlight on all of your beliefs, your thoughts, your emotions, and your behaviors that have created your old way of being in the world. And by your old way of being in the world, I mean your old way of being in every single part of your life. An old way that you've been relating to yourself, to your life, to other people, and to what's possible for you. So when you realize a whole new way of being in the world, that's an awakening to yourself, an awakening to your power, an awakening to the possibilities that your whole life can be. It's also an opportunity to step into leadership in a whole different way. So that could be whether you're leading yourself, you're leading a team, you're leading your mission. These awakenings empower you to lead with much greater clarity and purpose. I did not see myself as the leader that I am now when I first started my business. I was a psychotherapist in private practice for 12 years before I pivoted in 2017. When I was a psychotherapist in private practice, I never really considered myself to be a leader. I just worked with clients one-on-one for all those years. I loved the difference that I made in their life, but the decision to create my vision was an awakening. Often when we have those awakenings, what we realize is that our current work, whether that's for a large corporation or like me as a private practicing therapist, it no longer aligns with our newfound understanding of life's possibilities. And we realize we can't continue to keep sacrificing our time and energy to fulfill other people's dreams or keeping our own dreams small. So my decision to shut down my private practice, that in and of itself was a spiritual experience. I was terrified. I risked failure, but I knew that I did not want to get to the end of my life and have regret that I didn't take that journey to build my dream. And what I can tell you is that my vision and what's possible has become so much bigger. Okay. I started out with one vision, and now 7 years later, my vision is entirely different. And I could not have seen that 7 years ago. I had to start where I was and build it step by step by step. And that's really part of the spiritual experience, is that as you build it, what's possible becomes more and more and more, not just clear. What's become possible actually reveals itself to you. So a spiritual awakening really opens our eyes to new possibilities, and it reveals that those identities that we've held for decades, for our whole lives, can be reshaped and expanded. It's really an epiphany that changes those limiting beliefs that we've carried, not just from our past circumstances, but the very identities that we created a long time ago. So we become new people with limitless possibilities, realizing that we really can be anyone and achieve anything that we desire, but doesn't happen overnight. So alongside this expanded self, the spiritual awakening actually provides us with that clear purpose in life. So we gain a deep understanding of why we're here on this planet. And we develop a clear mission and vision. And that clear mission fuels our journey. It guides us in everything we do. In other words, we start living each and every day with a sense of new meaning and intention. And that's huge. Waking up every day into your clear mission and purpose for why you were born and why you are here on this planet is huge. That's why this clarity extends way beyond our work. It seeps into every aspect of our lives, our relationships, our health, our well-being. As Simon Sinek says, we find our why and we live by it in every single aspect of our lives. So another gift of this spiritual awakening is the boost in confidence it provides. It's like a profound realization that truly shatters our old self-doubt, because we recognize that we're not less than anyone else. And we're certainly not more than others. We are equally powerful beings with unique strengths and gift. And this newfound confidence is what helps you shed those self-comparisons, and it introduces you to your authentic self. That's really the best part. When you no longer compare yourself to other people and you no longer think that someone else has something that you don't have. So I'm sure you can relate to those restless nights when you're up and sort of questioning the meaning of life. That very often happens right before a spiritual awakening, okay, where we start to feel different from the world around us and we're searching for something more. And it's something that we can't quite explain in words, okay? It's actually a sense of confusion. And it is that confusion that often precedes that awakening. So as we awaken, you might feel confused, okay? But as you step into more and more clarity, those feelings of restlessness kind of start to dissipate, okay? The clarity starts to emerge, and now you start to see a purpose and a mission to your life that you hadn't previously seen. Now that is contagious, okay? That's how we become beacons of inspiration for other people, okay? So that is literally how we attract people to our mission. The more clear we get with our purpose on this planet, you start to attract those people that need your gift, okay? That is exactly how you experience the huge impact that you can have on the world. So you recognize, I am not for everybody. I am not going to attract everybody. With my energy, because I have such clarity about my purpose, that energy is going to attract people that are hungry for what I have to offer. So it fuels your own curiosity about yourself. You actually become eager to explore the depth of your emotion, the depth of your triggers, the depth of your strengths, the depths of your weaknesses. Okay? You start to grasp the concept of self-mastery. That's why I call my program Mastering Your Mind. We start to grasp the concept of self-mastery. That's why I call my program Mastering Your Mind. We recognize that we are separate from our emotions. We are separate from our thoughts. We are separate from our old limiting beliefs. We instead, our true authentic selves, we are the ones that are in control. Now, this understanding is invaluable. This is the part of the spiritual awakening that changed my marriage. It changed my relationship with my kids. It changed my relationship with myself, because we become aware of our shadow selves. Those are the aspects of ourselves that we've hidden or denied. That's the self that's been created by our inner critic. And few people truly delve into their own psyche. But as visionary leaders, we have the opportunity and the responsibility to delve into those deeper subconscious parts of ourselves. This self-awareness, this self-mastery is what prepares us to be exceptional visionary leaders with the people that we're meant to serve. It is crucial for me to say that being spiritually awakened does not make us better than other people. It actually humbles us, okay? Because we understand the difference between our inner critic and our true selves. We understand the difference between having confidence and having ego-inflated overconfidence, okay? Confidence is the ability to overcome our challenges. When you are run by your inner critic, you might believe that you're the only one that can do it. But having that spiritual awakening reminds us that we're not alone on this journey. We can remain grounded and kind and knowing that we are all equally powerful beings. We might be on different paths, but we're all equally powerful. And that's really the only way that we're able to balance all of the different aspects of our lives, our physical well-being, our emotional and spiritual well-being, our relationships. We can't neglect those needs. That's really at the foundation of our life. So achieving success at the expense of our relationships, at the expense of our health, at the expense of our connection with ourselves and with the people that are the most important to us, that is not a sustainable, fulfilling path. And I know that a lot of people that are pursuing their visions, unfortunately, stay on that path because they don't have the spiritual awakening that accompanies that path. So creating your vision is going to stretch you way out of your comfort zone. It has to be the journey of self-discovery and growth and transformation. It forces us to face our fears and confront our limitations. There's no way around that. That's the only way that we really get to embrace our true potential. So every visionary leader, regardless of their background, really has to embark on this path of awakening if they want to feel inspired and fulfilled and alive and full of love and joy and connection. That's really the only way that you can really make the profound difference in the world that you want to make. So if you are hearing this right now, consider this a sign. I don't believe in coincidences. So if your soul-driven vision is calling you, start exploring, start reading, start planning, start designing your vision on paper with the knowledge that it's a path, not just to your professional success, but to your profound personal growth, because that greatness is really calling you to step into the next version of you. So thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, rate, leave a review. And if you're looking for a powerful method to create your vision and you want to hear more about how my Mastering Your Mind programs can support you in manifesting your vision, go to my website, dethroningyourinnercritic.com, and let's chat. I would love to show you how to bring your vision into reality with success and freedom and clarity and fulfillment.